Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. Jesus was in great anguish over his approaching physical pain, temporary separation in his humanity from the Father, and death for the sins of the world. The divine course was set, but Jesus, in his human nature, still struggled. Because of the anguish Jesus experienced, he can relate to our suffering. Jesus' strength to obey came from his relationship with God the Father, who is also the source of our strength. Jesus was not rebelling against his Father's will when he asked that the cup of suffering be taken away from him. In fact, he reaffirmed his desire to do God's will by saying, "Yet I want your will to be done, not mine." His prayer reveals his humanness and his terrible suffering. The sinless Son of God took our sins upon himself to save us from eternal suffering and separation from God. In times of suffering, people sometimes wish they knew the future or could understand the reason for their anguish. Jesus knew what lay ahead of him, and he knew the reason. Even so, his struggle was intense, more wrenching than any struggle we will ever have to face. What does it take to be able to say, "I want your will to be done"? It takes firm trust in God's plan, and it takes prayer and obedience each step of the way. Jesus used Peter's drowsiness to warn him about the kinds of temptation he would soon face. The way to overcome temptation is to keep alert and pray. Keeping alert means being aware of the possibilities of temptation, sensitive to its subtleties, and spiritually equipped to fight it. Because temptation strikes where we are most vulnerable, we can't resist it alone. Prayer is essential because God's strength can shore up our defenses and defeat Satan's power.